Don't do that. So this is Peter. Hey. Lawrence.
Hey.
What?
A blue?
No. A little bit of crust.
I'm tired.
Well, I'm tired too.
No.
So, his name is actually Lawrence. I call him Theo. So does my family. And his family calls him Peter. So I may refer to him as Lawrence, Theo, Peter. Usually it's Theo. Lawrence is usually when I'm tight. Like if I'm mad at something, then he becomes Lawrence.
Which is never.
Let's not say that. It happens, America. Peter sometimes. It's just random. But this is him.
Hey.
Why are you looking at my phone?
Because it's nice.
It's here. So you finally get to meet him. And excuse me. So we're going to go ahead and discuss weeks 36 and 37. I'm the one that's going to really discuss them, and he'll chime in occasionally if he has some feedback about whatever it is I'm talking about.
So basically I'm just sitting here looking cute while you talk.
If that's what you want to call it. You always say me looking cute.
Boo.
You hate compliments. Like, why?
I don't hate them.
Anytime I give him a compliment, it's always that face. That right there. It's never thanks babe, thank you, or whatever. Like, rarely. Exactly. I don't get the, oh, yes, this with me. I'm humble. He gives me a compliment. I'm like, oh, babe, that was so sweet. He gets a compliment. He does a face. What is that?
Faces I've been doing.
What is that? Like, I don't get it. But anyway, let's get into weeks 36 and 37. So we'll start with appointments. So I had a neurologist appointment and I had a regular doctor's appointment. At the neurologist, we basically discussed my symptoms and my medicines and my acupuncture appointment, which you already know if you've watched my previous video that ish did not really work. So I told her about that, you know, told her what the therapist said. The acupuncture therapist, is that what they're called?
I don't do it.
But anywho, I told her that they said it would be best if I did the treatments after I had the baby because our options are limited right now. She agreed that her option, you know, she gets it. Her options are pretty limited right now as well. So I'll revisit them, the acupuncture person, afterwards, and then she and I could discuss some other options after I give birth as well. So basically, she had already prescribed me the magnesium, and she also said Benadryl, which I told her that I was actually told to take Benadryl by my regular doctor, my OBGYN doctor, so that I could get some sleep because Benadryl will help with the insomnia. Basically, all we talked about was the insomnia, which in turn causes headaches, migraines. So she's like, if you can get some sleep, then that should help with your headaches. And, you know, try the magnesium and the Benadryl at the same time. And then we would get back together in 3 months. The reason why she wanted to wait 3 months is because obviously I'm due in a few weeks. And she also wants me to, you know, have the 6 weeks with the baby or so, and then visit her once, you know, I've gotten acclimated with being a mother and seeing how my migraines were after giving birth. Because she said a lot of times women will no longer experience the same symptoms. Sometimes the migraines go away. We'll see. So then we could, you know, discuss other options at that point. But because I plan to breastfeed, she said my options would still be limited, but not as limited as they are right now. So that was the neurologist appointment. A doctor's appointment. I did a group B strep test. It's where they take a swab of like near your anus and your vagina, and they test it to see if you're a carrier, I believe, of this virus, which is in about 25% of women. It's not an STD.
He swabbed like it is.
No, they really, you was there. He was there. He saw them swabbing. And then they send it off for testing and let it grow and see if you're positive for it. I tested positive for it. So what will happen is I have to take antibiotics every 4 hours when I go into labor, just so that it's not passed on to the baby, because it doesn't really impact the mother, but it can have some very bad effects on the baby, and we don't want that, obviously. So I'll have to take antibiotics. Now, the doctor didn't tell me I was positive for it yet. I have this thing called My Chart, so I'm able to see results of tests if I go into this system, and so I did, and I know at my appointment tomorrow we'll be discussing it. But since I'm a researcher, I've already researched and saw what will happen at this point. She also checked me for dilation, and I was about a ½ a centimeter dilated and 70% effaced. Basically, my cervix is thinning, but it's not really, like, it's not opening yet. That's what I gathered from my research, and that's what she told me. So she said she could feel the baby's head, and I'm progressing. But a ½ a centimeter is like, you could be a ½ a centimeter forever. My feet are super swollen, so she prescribed some compression socks. And I went to the store to get the compression socks. Got 2 pairs. They didn't try them on, but they measured me, gave me the 2 pairs in the size that they assumed I was. They did not fit.
No more
The
food
hell
truck.
out. I know.
No more food truck.
You know that happens all the time anyway, but we don't want to smell no halal. So I went, got the compression socks, came home, they didn't fit. So we had to go back the next day, and we tried on about 10 different pair of compression socks. My feet are that swollen where I couldn't fit anything. I had to go into the men's section and get the men's compression socks, and we had to go to a lower compression than they prescribed because my feet are just so huge they won't fit into anything. So I'm trying to keep them up and trying not to do too much. I'm lying. I'm trying. Trying is the key word. But it's not really happening. Like I said, we just came back from New York and my feet are so swollen right now. So I don't know. I don't really know what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? If you have errands to run, if you have things to do, how do you prevent walking around? Like, I can't just lay in the bed all day and not do anything. I do some things. Some stuff. A little bit. But when I do, I walk. Like, it's still a little bit best. The little bit that I still do have to walk. So anyway, so that's where I am with my feet. My feet are crazy swollen. What else? I can feel the baby is very low. Like when I walk, oh my gosh, like I feel like she's about to fall out. Like I think it's called lightning, like when the baby drops. The baby has dropped, and it's very evident. When I'm walking, you'll see my belly shot at the end of this, but when I'm walking, child, it's crazy. Like it's low, 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 and I feel her down there. So I know she's ready or getting ready, and I'm totally ready. So I'm 9 months. Woohoo! And again, I'll be 37 weeks tomorrow, so technically I'll be considered full-term. Early full-term, I believe it is tomorrow, but full-term. So whenever she's ready, I'm ready. I had bad Braxton Hicks about a week or so ago. That was like a week ago. And they were terrible. I had to call the emergency room to get the doctor on call because I thought I was about to go into labor. It kept feeling like I had to use the bathroom. That's the feeling I got. Like I have to go to the bathroom. I must have ate something. I messed up my stomach and I need to get on the toilet. But when I would get on the toilet, nothing would come out. So I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh. So he even had to come at a point and rub my shoulders. Remember that night? Like, rock me back and forth while I'm on the toilet. But it felt so soothing. And then the doctor was like, get on all fours and rock back and forth. And I was doing that, and he was rubbing my back. And it was terrible for like a day. And then it went away. So that happened twice. After that, I was like, oh my gosh. And you know what's crazy? After that happened, that's when I saw that my stomach had dropped. So I'm like, oh man, this is serious now. Finished our birthing class, so I'll insert a picture of our completion certificate. So that was interesting. Did you think it was beneficial?
The breathing was.
The breathing was beneficial.
The videos weren't.
Why?
Because I almost passed out during the videos.
But it's real life. Like, they showed some women actually giving birth. So that was a little much for him. Although you can't tell him that he's not going to pass out. And I'm like, you have to be there. You have to be alert. Like, how am I supposed to get through this if you're not there and you're not alert?
I'll be alert till the end. Then I'll
Excuse me, but that's the part that you need to be available for.
My hand will still be there. You could just hold me up on the floor.
No. Oh, she is moving so much. She's been so active lately. It's crazy. Like, I could feel so right here. You don't feel it? Oh, you feel it? Yeah, but anyway, so the classes are done. We took 3 classes. We actually missed one because I was really sick. But we completed the classes and got the certificate. The breathing definitely helps. Like, there was this, which one stood out to you the most?
The one that's on every TV show.
With a candle? That's not, I forgot what that one was for.
That's the mixture of the hee-hees with the blowing the candle.
Okay. The one that stood out for me was blowing the candle, period. That's that one where they're telling you not to push and you want to push badly. That's the one that stood out for me. So I'm nervous now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get nervous because it's becoming more real. But I don't want any meds. I don't want anything like no kind of medicine. I want to do it naturally. And seeing those videos had me scared out my mind. But I still want to go natural, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Shower in New York this week, and it was yesterday. And it was beautiful. We had such a good time. I will insert some photos for you guys to see. You had fun?
Yeah, of course.
I had a good time. So it was a very, very good time. It was really nice. The baby got a lot of gifts. Lola got a lot of gifts. We couldn't even bring everything back. We tried to rent the trailer to connect to the back of the car, but we needed a hatchet.
A hitch?
Oh, what's that? A hatchet? A hitch. Clearly I don't know anything about this stuff. A hitch, and we don't have a hitch on the car, so we couldn't get the trailer. And then getting a van or a truck was just like excessive. So we'll just he's gonna go out there at some point this week or next week to get the gifts. But we did bring back some of the stuff that we'll need if she arrives like this week or something, like the bassinet, Pampers, wipes, things like that. So yeah, we're excited. We're really excited about her coming. The baby bag is actually packed as well. Not the baby bag. My hospital bag is packed. We kind of got the baby bag packed, but we wanted to add a few more things in there. So that should be packed like tomorrow. And I'm not trying to take too much stuff in the baby's bag because literally like the hospital provides you with most of the things you'll need, I believe, except wipes. They give you cloth wipes, and I'm not trying to be using cloth wipes. I want the wet wipes. So we'll be doing that, you know, packing the stuff that she'll need along with her outfit, whatever. So I'll show you guys what I'll pack in the baby bag when I show you guys my hospital bag, which again is packed. So I'll be doing that video very soon. And I'll also show you guys a tour of the nursery in like one of my upcoming videos. I want to get those videos done this week because again, I'm so afraid that she's going to come at any moment. So I need to get these videos done. And that's it. Like, the only other note I have is she's been moving like crazy. Symptoms are the same. I'm extremely congested. Still have insomnia. Can't sleep. My sides are killing me. I'm like big. Well, I feel big as like a house. Although when I saw people at the baby shower yesterday, some people were like, oh my gosh, you carry it so well. And You know, some people are like, your hands look like Vienna sausages. And your ankles look like elephant feet. So, it's like, it varies. I mean, some people think I'm good. Some people think I'm big. And I think I'm huge. But I know it's all for good reason. Stretch marks are still, like, under attack. They're just... But Bay loves them, right?
Yes.
He always... What do you say they look like?
Tiger stripes.
And it makes me feel so good at the moment. But then I come down from that high and I'm like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. But, you know, it's all for her. So it is what it is. Anything else I'm missing from the last 2 weeks that you can think of? Anything new? The baby room's done. The hospital bag is packed. Her bag will be packed tomorrow. We just came in from New York. Told them about the doctor's appointments. Told them how big my feet are. I can't wear my wedding rings. Still can't wear them. He had to get his resized, so he ain't got his ring on either. But soon he'll have his. You'll have yours before I have mine back on. So.
A fool's joke. That's it.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. So we played a prank on him on April Fool's Day. You want to tell them about it, guys? Tell them.
I don't want to
tell them about
it.
it.
My blood pressure is still high.
It's not high from it anymore. You've calmed down.
Barely. I had a few drinks.
To calm yourself down.
Yes.
Listen, it was crazy. He was with his family and stuff. I was with my family. We were getting ready for the shower. And one of my sisters called his phone. He didn't answer. Then my other sister tried. He didn't answer. Then my mom calls. He finally answers. No, he called her back. You called her right back. And then she's like, what'd she say?
She's going into labor.
She's going into labor and hangs up the phone. So my sister gets in touch with his brother. And she's like hype saying, you know, I'm going into labor, whatever, whatever. Grab her shoes, blah, 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 and hangs up. So they're over there panicking, thinking that I'm going into labor. Mind you, I'm in New York. I don't want to go into labor in New York. But my niece said, oh, I hope you went to labor while you're out here so I can see, so I can be there. So then he's panicking. He's texting my mother like, what hospital? What hospital? So did my mother call you back?
Yeah, no, I called back. She finally answered and she said, we're going down the elevator. She's in pain.
And I'm in the background screaming. I was playing it so dramatic. I was being super duper dramatic. Then everyone's in the background like it's mad commotion. My nephew, he's like 8. He was screaming and crying because all of the commotion going on. So that's why we stopped, because he was crying. So I'm like, oh, it's okay. So I'm crying, but I'm crying because I'm laughing and it's so funny. So I'm consoling him. So then you called back?
No.
Yes, you called my phone finally. You called my phone. No. Or did I call your phone? So you had to call back.
No, you guys called back from your mom.
We called him back from my mother's phone. I should have told the story. I know you tell it better. So he called back to my mother's phone, and we were like, April Fools. He was pissed. You was pissed the whole night, I think.
I was.
He was so upset about that. Because his heart, like his adrenaline, he's thinking, oh my gosh, my daughter's about to come. And we're just over there cracking up. So, I'm sorry, baby. I hope I'm not like the boy who cried wolf.
That's what it's going to be.
Nuh-uh. I don't even know. The way I was acting, who knows if I'll be screaming or whatever. I'll probably be in so much pain that I won't be able to get a word out. So, I won't be.
I won't believe it.
You will believe it. Hopefully you're here. Because I would hate for me to really be going in and you like, you lying or something. Oh, you fronting.
I'm at work. I'll just finish my shift.
You better not. But that was like our April Fool's joke on him. It was hilarious. And, well, to us it was. Not to him. But I apologize like 20,000 times that night. So hopefully he gets over it. Again, this is my husband. And, aww. And you'll be seeing a lot more of him in videos. We'll start vlogging soon, like literally vlogging different things that are going on. He's a bit camera shy, but I think he'll break out of it. He handled this one well, tired and all. So we'll see how the next ones go. Anywho, I'll show you guys the baby bump and I will see you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Love you.